What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is day one of trading the 50K Topstep funded account. As you guys can see here, I was able to record the first trade. Here I am trying to get situated and enter this position here a little later on in the video. I do have commentary of the live trade while it was taking place. But yeah, guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm going to try to do these after every every time I take a trade on this funded account, win or lose. I'm going to show you guys the journey, and hopefully we can get this to a payout with 5 days of $200 or more. Hope you guys enjoy, and yeah, stay tuned. All right, guys, so you can see I'm in this trade here. This is the first trade on the live Topstep funded, and right now we are jumping in, because you guys can see over here we have MNQ, we have this change in the state up here with the fair value gap. I took it over here on ES just because I can get a little bit more room for less money. So as you guys can see, my stop is here. Basically, if we get a close below this FVG, I will be getting out, and this is a 2-minute chart right here. So as you guys can see here, we didn't quite get the close over this area here, but right here we did. So just gonna go ahead and take a shot here on this trade. We'll see what happens. I think we're risking about like 250 to make possibly, either 101, which would be 253, or you could double it to 6. So this would be like around 6 up here. So we'll see what happens. On the higher time frame, on the 15-minute, you guys can't see, but we are bouncing out of a 15-minute bullish FVG on NQ with the fair value gap. And also ES over on the 15-minute is making a bullish FVG as well. So as long as it doesn't close underneath this gap, we're still good. And as you guys can see, the midline of that FVG right here, we did get a little bit of a closure here, but we are bouncing out of this area here. We just don't want to see a close below here, because then I will get out. So we'll see what happens. If we get a close above here, there's two things. I could either go to break even, or I could take take something off. I believe we are still in, right now we are in a discount. I believe the midline for that is 6866. So right around here would be the midline of the premium discount. And I do all my charting on TradingView. That's where I have the premium and discount, and all the other higher time frames on. I do have 4 monitors, so right now you're just seeing Topstep X on my main screen, but I do have other things that I'm looking at. It was a pretty big melt pretty much all morning, and I did watch the markets overnight before I fell asleep, and we got that big crash. Well, not a crash, but we had that big drop today. So this would be considered like, you could play the bounce, right? This could be a bounce right out of that 15-minute FVG. On the 4 hours on NQ and also on MNQ or ES, we are bouncing out of 4-hour FVGs, bullish ones. So that's another reason why I took this trade too. And I think I will do, I will show all the other, I guess screens and screenshots of what I was seeing at the time I took this, so you guys can kind of get a feel for why I jumped in when I did. And if you guys are wondering what this white line is right here, this is just a 9 EMA. It's something I used before I traded ICT. When I was trading options and whatnot, I used to use the 9 and the 13 cross. And there's a lot of traders, especially if you guys have heard of Desi trades. He trades options with the break and retest. Basically, he uses this 9 EMA, and the way he does it and the way I do it is as long as we're above that 9, either on the 2-minute, the 5-minute, whatever you want to look at, as long as we don't get a closure below, you can pretty much have confidence, or a little bit more confidence, to hold the trade. But if you really want to stay in as long as you possibly can, I would go to the 5-minute with this 9 EMA on, just because you could get more faked out, like on a lower time frame. Like a 1 minute, for sure you'll get faked out. It'll close below, but then it'll still keep the momentum going up. The 2 minutes, like it's like a balance between the two, but the 5-minute is more like, yeah, it'll keep you in there. The more confluence you have to stay in the trade, the better for your mental. So that's why I have it on. ICT doesn't teach anything like that. He doesn't even, I don't think he likes having any kind of movement averages or anything like that. So, but that's what that white line is. All right, trying to get a push. Let's go. And I think on this combine, I'm gonna go ahead and be. I want to risk around like 300-400 to be like my max risk to make either a 1-to-1 or a 2-to-1. So on the combines, I do risk more because, like I said, I'm trying to pass them a little quicker. But yeah, I think on the fundeds, the smart thing to do would be to dial it back a little bit. So, I mean, I think 300 max would be pretty good. So we'll see. We just need some volume to come in, get that pop. So it is about 12:10 p.m. Central Time. So it's about 1 till lunch session in New York is pretty much ending. So that's why we're getting this little move right here. The macro has just ended. So the macros are from the last 10 minutes of every hour. So basically like from 11:50 to 12:10. That was the macro. So the next macro won't start until 12:50 to 1:10 p.m. And those are usually when you get, the bigger moves and whatnot. And also what I like to do is I like to come in here and draw the same FVGs on MNQ here as I do on ES, because they do correlate. And if you guys don't know, MNQ is basically NQ's little brother. It's called a micro. So I like to trade the micros because, like I said, I can have more wiggle room and not be tripping out on the amount a regular contract would, cost, and the fluctuations in that are crazy. So for my mental, I like to trade the micros. And the ES is the big brother for MES. So on the 15-minute here on ES, we do have in in the premium, we do have a bearish FVG at the top. So if we don't turn around when we hit that 50% mark, we could go touch that FVG up there and then come down. But I don't know if I'm gonna hold it that long. We'll see. I don't really like that we're taking a long time right here. The more you guys get into, you know, trading and whatnot, you'll see if something's gonna work, it's gonna work. You want it to work fast, like really quick. The more it chops around, you know, the more not only will your mental like take hold of you and whatnot, but it usually most of the time doesn't work out. So it's kind of what I'm getting a feeling here for. But hopefully it does. We'll see. Coming back into the gap. Don't really want to see that, but as long as we can stay, like I said, above this 50%, not close below, we're gonna hold it. A lot of times what will happen when you're trading fair value gaps is you'll get a long wick coming down below the gap, but it will just wick, it won't close. And if you have your stop like right here, you'll get stopped out and then it'll go without you, and then you'll get frustrated with it. So that's why I like to leave a little more room down here so I can actually see if we do get a closure or not, and not jump out like prematurely off a wick. That's a pretty good, that was a pretty good move off of there. Let's see if I can move this out the way a little bit. There you go. And you guys have probably also noticed whenever you don't get in the trade, it goes like straight to TP, right? When you're not in the trade. And then as soon as you get in the trade, you get this kind of price action right here where it's chopping. Then as soon as you sell, boom, it goes straight to TP. Those are the kind of mental games that the market likes to play with you in. Yeah, so it's crazy. We can get a close above these little wicks right here, we could definitely come up to this right here. And like I said, if we get a closure over this, I'm gonna debate if I want to move to break even or just take some off and then move to break even, just because we are gonna be hitting the 50% on the premium and discount. So you technically could roll over from that point. All right, not what we want to see. I don't like it coming back into this area. So my gut's telling me not looking good. But we'll go ahead and hold until we get a close below the 2-minute FVG, because that is the strategy. On the higher time frames, we are basically coming into the 15-minute gap, so that's why we're coming down a little bit, I would assume. Let's go. Come on, man. Get that push. So yeah, man, after whatever this trade does, man, win or lose, let me know what you guys how you guys did today in the comments. Did you win? How much did you win? Are you guys on the funded? Are you guys on the combine? Who you're trading with? Topstep, Apex, 25K accounts, 50K accounts. Yeah, let me know in the comments, guys. All right, so remember, if we get a closure, we're gonna be out. 25 seconds left. We're still in. Just hope this wick isn't too crazy that comes down. But as you guys can see, on that 9 EMA, we have closed below. So I mean, if you're just going off of that, you could be out already. But we'll see what happens on this one. We get a close below this FEG, we will be out. Like I said, man, might be a big old wick coming down, then they'll go up, but we'll see, man. Gonna go ahead and get ready to close it if we get that closure. 14 seconds. 3, 2, 1. We out.
Order filled.
All right, guys. That was the loser. But the good thing is we kept it small, right? And we followed the strategy. So the strategy was get a closure below this fair value gap. You're out. And so now what could happen here is it could come down and take out this low and then possibly want to try again. All right, guys, so here we are on the 15-minute. Just want to step in real quick after the markets have closed. Basically what happened over here, guys, this is the 15-minute NQ, and then over here is the 15-minute ES. And as you guys can see, this is where we were earlier when we were taking the trade. And as you guys can see, we got that little bounce coming up, but it didn't quite want to reach this equilibrium I was talking about, and we ended up coming back down, and we ended up taking this low out again. So it basically manipulated us, and now it completed, or now it's wanting to try again, like I said it probably would want to do. That's exactly what happens. So hindsight's 2020, but you know, sometimes that's what it is. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys it ended up doing exactly what I thought it would: come down, take us out, and then make the move to come up here, right, to the zones we were looking for earlier. Sometimes it don't happen whenever you want it to, but that's just the way it is. That's trading for you guys. But anyways, we're gonna go back to the video, and then we're gonna end it and catch you on the next one. Other cool videos on my channel that will help you guys if you're just starting out. So appreciate you guys. Hope you have a blessed day, and we will talk to you later.